Hello, Miss Linda here. Thank you for tuning into my video today. This is music lesson 005. It's all about bar lines and time signatures. So over the past few weeks, we have discussed sound, silence, pulse, beats, rhythm. We've talked about 2 counts and 3 counts and 4 counts. We have been introduced to quarter notes, which represent 1 beat of sound. And we've learned that we can play them with a clap. And we've been introduced to quarter rests, which represent 1 beat of silence, which you can play with a squeeze. We practiced putting rows of quarter notes and quarter rests in different combinations and practiced clapping and squeezing them and had a little bit of fun with that. So now what we need to do next is learn how to organize our quarter rests and our quarter notes. So the first thing I want to teach you about is bar lines. Let's say these 2 words. Say bar, lines. Let's spell bar. B-A-R. B-R. Now let's spell lines. L-I-N-E-S. Lines. So let's say bar lines 5 times in a row together. Ready? Bar lines, bar lines, bar lines, bar lines, bar lines. Good. Bar lines are vertical lines, lines that go up and down like that separate the beats and the quarter notes and the quarter rests into segments, which we call measures. Now, we're not going to work with that word measures today because it's kind of hard to spell, so we're going to save it for another day. But measures are the spaces between the bar lines. We'll get to that in just a second. You'll see what I mean when I put the graphic up. So here's a graphic of what it looks like when you have a long row of quarter notes and quarter rests with no bar lines. Now, it's harder to read. You could do it, especially if you have practiced reading the quarter notes and the quarter rests, but I just don't think that this is the best way. I think it could be better. See the bar lines? Isn't that easier to read? It's the same exact row of notes and rests, but now it's really easy to read because your eye can just look at one measure at a time as you go down the row. Also, you can see right away that it's a 4 count because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 beats in each measure, so we know it's a 4 count. So that's what bar lines do, and that's all they are. These lines right here. Those are the bar lines. That was pretty easy, right? Yeah. No biggie. Now, the next thing I got to show you has a big word in it. But don't worry. We'll learn it. And there's no rush. So, this top word is time. And this bottom word is signature. Let's spell the word time. Ready? T-I-M-E. Time. Now let's spell the bottom word. It's got lots of letters. Ready? S-I-G-N-A-T-U-R-E. Now let's say this word in segments to start. Say sig. Say na. Say tour. Now let's say that again. Sig, na, tour. Speed it up a little. Sig, na, tour. Speed it up a little more. Sig, na, tour. And speed it up one more time. Signature. Now let's try saying time, signature together 5 times in a row. Ready, go. Time signature, time signature, time signature, time signature, time signature. Now, if you were not able to say this word today, it's okay. That's okay. I just wanted to show it to you, and we'll work on it together. And by the end of this year, you'll be saying the word time signature like you've been saying it all your life. You'll be very comfortable with it. But if you're not comfortable with it today, don't worry about it. It'll be okay. So what is a time signature? Well, the time signature goes at the beginning of your piece of music, and all it does is tell the musician whether to use a 2 count, a 3 count, or a 4 count. That's all it does. So you see, you already know about time signatures. You just didn't know the fancy word for it. So let's see what they look like. Here are 3 time signatures that we're going to learn first. Do you see how each time signature has 2 numbers? There's a number on the top, and there's a number on the bottom. Now, the number on the bottom, you'll notice that each time signature has a 4 on the bottom. What that 4 means is that the quarter note or the quarter rest gets 1 beat. I see you already knew that, didn't you? See, you knew a lot more about time signatures than you thought you did. So for now, that number on the bottom is always going to be 4. Now, here's a spoiler alert. The day is going to come where we might use some different numbers on the bottom, and that will mean something different. Don't worry about that. This year, it's all about quarter notes getting 1 beat, and that's what that 4 on the bottom means. Now, the number on the top tells you which count to use. So if you have a 2 on the top, that means you're going to use a 2 count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. If there's a 3 on the top, that means you're going to use a 3 count. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If there's a 4 on the top, that means you're going to use a 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you see, you already know a lot about time signatures. If you are not comfortable using the word time signatures yet, it's okay. You can still call it a 2 count, a 3 count, or a 4 count. Now let me show you how all of this works. So I've put it all together so you can see. So here's a page. I have 3 different little lines of rhythms here. The one on the top has a 2/4 time signature. You can see that it is at the beginning of the piece of music, and you can see that since the number on the top is 2, we have a 2 count. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The 4 on the bottom means that the quarter note or the quarter rest gets 1 beat. So let's try playing this. Now, because I'm using my baton today, instead of a clap, I'm going to use a snap. All right, here we go. Ready, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. See how that works? So let's take a look at the 3/4 time signature. The number on the top, the 3, tells us that we're going to have 3 beats in each measure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So let's try playing it. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. See how that works? Did you notice the bar lines? I forgot to point them out. But you see how they work? The vertical lines. All right, let's take a look at 4/4. So the number on the top means that we are going to have 4 beats in each measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 4 on the bottom means the quarter gets 1 beat. So let's try playing this one. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you'd like to have more practice with this, I will include on the assignment a copy of this sheet. It's an activity sheet, and it says count and clap or squeeze. Don't forget to count, and the numbers are underneath, in between the bar lines in each measure. Remember that the quarter note is a clap, and the quarter rest is a squeeze. At the bottom are 2 questions. Number 1, what is a bar line? And number 2, what is a time signature? As always, if you don't want to submit anything, you don't have to. That's okay. If you would like to submit something for this lesson, then you can let this activity sheet be your inspiration. And you can do whatever you like with it. For example, if you would just like to clap and count one of these lines, that's okay. Just one. If you're feeling froggy and want to do all of them, I like that too. You can do that. If you would like to just answer the questions, you can answer the questions in your own words. What is a bar line? What is a time signature? So, I hope you got something out of today's lesson. If it seemed a little bit hard, don't worry. We're going to be doing this a lot. And if you didn't get it today, you'll get it the next time. I don't ever want music class to be stressful, and you've got a lot on you right now. So don't worry, everything's fine. I hope you're enjoying the beautiful weather, and I hope I get to see you soon. Bye.